The body wants to allow death. A talk by Avatar Adi Da Samraj. The ego I is the body-mind in its superficial state. It is the persona that is projected on the body-mind. The ego I is always struggling to survive. The struggle to survive is its primary characteristic. The body itself is programmed to die. It intends to allow death. It wants to allow death. It does not just die by accident. Death does not happen to it. Death is built into it from the beginning, as it is in the flowers. Everything has death built into it. The superficial ego I, the persona, does not want to die. The superficial ego I is afraid of death, but at the spiritual depth, the being is not afraid of death. In fact, it intends to participate in death and wants to participate in it, but not suicidally. It intends to participate in death by going through a cycle in which it ultimately dies. It definitely intends to allow this. It has no fear of allowing it to happen, wants to allow it to happen, prefers to allow it to happen in its right time. Because human beings are not really in touch with their basic existence altogether, they are not even in touch with the basic physical mechanism, the body-mind, and its real inclinations and designs. Therefore, you are only superficially related to the body. You say that you are the body, but you do not breathe the body. You do not manufacture it. You do not do anything much at all in relation to it. In fact, most of the things you do interfere with bodily life and throw it out of balance. Most people do not, as a rule, show much intelligence in their treatment of their own physical existence. You are this persona built on the body. The body has all its programs, which it is perfectly willing to go through with, intends to, has always intended to. And supporting the body are all the mechanisms of cosmic nature, always intending not only to come into being, but also to change and to die, having no fear of allowing that to happen, intending to allow it to happen, preferring to allow it to happen. The divine source condition and self-condition in which all of this is arising is also not in the least bit disturbed by this cycle of living and dying, even does not show any interest in the fact that this cycle is going on, is not in any sense changed by it. The divine reality is totally indifferent to the play of cosmic or conditional nature. Conditional nature is a play upon the divine reality, which has no inclination of any kind, is not threatened by cosmic nature, nor concerned by it, nor changed by it. Really, in the realm of cosmic nature, only among human beings is there any concern for these terrible events, including death. Yet, human beings are imagined beings. They are not very real. You say you are the body, but in fact, you are really dissociated from the body. You are a psychological self-image that does not time itself very well either with conditional reality or with unconditional reality. The one you call I is an illusory character, and it is totally out of sync with both cosmic nature and the divine reality. That one you call I is wishing there would be no death, creating supercultures that pursue survival, dominance over cosmic nature and immortality. Human civilization is basically the collective game of such imaginary personas. From the point of view of cosmic nature, including the body, and also from the point of view of the divine reality, death does not make the slightest bit of difference. It is not resisted in any sense. It is entered into positively as a matter of fact. Human beings are the only ones that seem to be worried about it. If you would synchronize your consciousness with the physical entity, much of the psychological fear of death would disappear. Although there is greater wisdom than that, fear of death is basically a product of psychological dissociation from both the conditional reality and the unconditional reality. When you dissociate from reality, capital R reality, both conditional and unconditional, you become locked into the dissociated character that is this I, Narcissus, the imaginary persona. Bodies are not philosophizing about death. Only these personas are philosophizing about it. Bodies intend to allow death. They intend to exist only for a certain span, for a certain mechanical purpose, and then they intend to be recycled. They have not the slightest concern about it, nor do the subtle genetic motivations that produce species have any concern for death, nor are they trying to eliminate the death factor. On the contrary, they always build it in. When you go to sleep at night, you are not concerned about the body. There is no thought about the body at all. Therefore, you do not inherently require this body. It is only in a certain moment in cosmic nature that you cling to it and struggle in relationship to it. The moment of your existence is not an inevitable moment. It is a mechanical event that will tend to arise as long as you are not established in the divine or eternally sufficient source condition. The divine source condition is like sleep in that it is not attached to the body or to cosmic nature. It is indifferent to all of that. But the divine source condition is unlike sleep in that it is not unconscious. The divine source condition is fully conscious, yet it has no sense of separation.